What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of RGTP. I'm your host, Lewis, and with me, as always, is the man with the cool shirts, as I keep saying, Mamba. How we doing today, my
Thank
guy?
you, man. Chilling, obviously. Power outage earlier, but other
Yep,
than that, chilling, man.
hanging in there. I hear it. It has been a wild week. Wednesday's episode, we try to catch up with all of the
Wild
NBA
week.
draft, and
That's how you describe wild week. This
it
shit's
has
been
been
crazy. It's been insane. Everything.
a lot of stuff going on. Tons of basketball related things have now been happening. Tune into next Wednesday's show. We're going to be breaking down a whole bunch of that. Maybe even Kevin Durant on a new team.
On AEW,
Wow.
didn't you see? He's all
Wow.
elite.
But nonetheless, Mamba, you know what we're here to do. It is Friday, and on Fridays, we talk about wrestling. You know, there's been so much going on. Forbidden Door, Blood and Guts. We have Money in the Bank lined up this weekend. A banger of a Rampage tonight with some interesting stuff slated for SmackDown. But like I mentioned, Forbidden Door opened up
So far.
closed out our weekend, I should say, in fantastic fashion. And what better way to start than with 7-star FTR in an
Yup.
amazing match with a botched 3 count, as we joked about, and an interesting babyface comeback by Dax after being pulled out of the match. But 7-star FTR is officially a real thing.
Yeah, I like how they called out the Usos after. I think that's my favorite part. They were like, maybe we're the ones, and maybe they are. And it's only a matter of time before they get those AEW titles, you know? But that match was fantastic. I told you while watching it, like, low-key, I'd be all right with Roppongi Vice winning. And then I was like, I wouldn't be mad if Khan and Cobb won. And obviously they went with FTR for reasons because they're 7-star,
Yep.
but very happy for them. Glad that they went from, we'll do the comedy to, we'll take all the tag titles in every promotion we go to after we leave this place, and it's,
Yep.
you tried to make them look like jokes, and the joke was just on y'all, to be honest,
They are on fire right now, and as reports came out earlier today, this is actually supposed to be the Young Bucks match in an AEW versus IWGP tag title that was originally pitched by the president of New Japan, and changes were made, plans were shifted around, and the Young Bucks backed the change on having FTR in, and sort of they mixed some stuff around. And 7-star FTR is born, and now we're gonna have an insane future battle.
Oh yeah, for all the titles.
Exactly,
For all of them.
it's gonna probably be a ladder match on some
of course,
wildness.
of course.
Presumably at our next pay-per-view, I believe we are heading into All Out, and then
Are we?
I think we are.
I think we are.
I think we're getting slated for
Crazy.
All Out. I will not be surprised if that is the. It's gonna be.
I think you're right. I think that.
I
is
think
the next
we're heading
one.
for All Out. It's gonna be fire unless they plan on doing it out in New York when they come for Grand Slam, which I know they're going to be planning on filling out. We'll see, but 7-star FTR was an amazing way. Great in-ring work.
Yep.
I loved every second of it. Hard hitting. Dax ends up coming back, and the whole time we're like, shoot, legit. Like, is he hurt?
Right.
What's going on?
I don't know how to feel about that anymore, right? With all the injuries that actually do happen, that's what we had to do. Like, we couldn't just have him jumped and then he's on the outside for a while, like, nah, man, injury. Why an injury angle?
Yep.
We don't like them anymore, okay? Injuries happen too many times. We don't need a fake one. We don't need to be like, no, is this about to ruin everything that, like, when he was taken out and was walking up the ramp, I was like, oh, God. Like, it's over. They're probably gonna have to change the ending to the match, And then you're like, no, he's good. He comes out, I'm like, thank God. He starts doing all his moves, and it like, all right, he's good. He's good to go.
The singles run at one point that they're gonna maybe give him legitimately, we'll see. I don't know. They already gave him a little one, and obviously the fans all loved it. We'll see. Shout out to Dax. amazing match. Amazing match. Very interested to see what happens next.
Yep.
For them, they were brought out to be Danhausen's teammates, which was always amazing to see Danhausen do anything. He gets a huge pop and huge reaction out of me and a shit ton of
6'7",
fans.
350, right? That's my favorite part.
So it is great to see. I cannot wait to see what's next. But they got to get the ball rolling on them AEW titles, man. It's about time. It's about time. New title was introduced. We had the All Atlantic title, and I was right.
You were
the Bastard Pack with the big dub, and holy hell, this was a fun little match.
No, for sure.
This was a fun little match.
Going into it, right, I was saying Miro because it was like, oh, Miro's coming back. I'm very glad that they didn't give him the belt. Because, like, you know, he had the TNT title. He was the inaugural winner of that. And they make him the inaugural winner of the Atlantic. We've seen it, you know. But yeah, a little bit, yeah. But with Pac, whatever. That man's about to kill it with that title. No matter who he faces, no matter what he does, that man, he needs a lengthy run. He deserves it.
Yep. No, it's going to definitely be exciting. I told you midway through the match, like, Miro's not winning. He's literally just dominating everyone. This was more so to make him look really good and just sort of get him involved with a bunch of people. Shout out Clark Connors. Tried his ass
I
off.
loved his energy.
I loved that man. I was trying to tell everybody, man, he was a nice little substitute addition.
He was, but for me, I wanted that New Japan winner. And if Ishii was in it, I feel like, you know, maybe it would have had a better chance.
I don't think Ishii would have been the one to tap like Connors did.
No, for sure.
Which made the finish a lot easier. I was not expecting a submission finish, but nonetheless, it was fantastic. Malachi Black is just going to have to I don't know. I don't know what's next. I don't know if that's Pac's first feud.
I keep asking you, right? The trio titles.
Yeah.
If we get them, it makes so much sense, right, for trio titles to be. And I know we get a little convoluted. There's two AEW World Champions. There's an All Atlantic Champion. There's a TNT Champion. There's two women champions. There's a tag team. You know, but like, there's so many people, and you have Malachi in his House of Black, and now, what are they gonna do? Is him and Miro gonna be a thing?
There's a chance. There's a chance. Ring of Honor. Death Before Dishonor is next month. Let's officially see where they go. I don't know if that's what Malachi and House of Black necessarily wants, but it is crowded over there. Unless you're just going to keep feuding with Death Triangle, which I'm all for.
I'm all for it because the matches are going to be good, but eventually
it's going to get old. Exactly. So I don't know what's next for Malachi after this. Miro seems to have set himself up for a potential feud with Sammy Guevara over recent interviews. He said he blames Sammy for tarnishing the TNT title. That was something, and he also mentioned, what was it? He used a funny ass phrase. Beating the meats, I think is what he said with Samoa Joe. He said some ridiculous shit.
But Miro versus Joe would be lit.
Yes, yes. So he's kind of already thrown TNT title back out there, Samoa Joe's name out there, and Sammy Guevara. So Miro set to possibly have a nice little bit of a run.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. Pac's first. Who's gonna be Pac's first challenger though in terms of this? All Atlantic. Do we just get something? I would love to see Rush. I really would, but I don't want to see him lose unless it's gonna have to, obviously be some sort of a botch fuck up on Jose, the assistant doing something. But I would love just get him in there going. But I know it's probably gonna be like Dante Martin or something.
That was the first name that came to my head.
They're gonna put an exciting match, probably something with a lot of athleticism and quickness. But I'm excited.
I can't even think you don't want to see Malachi lose straight up. Maybe Phoenix or Pentagon are like, hey, I know we cool and all, but give me a shot, and they can be fine after. They can
make that a triple threat on. Give us a triple threat, a Death Triangle triple threat for the All Atlantic title, and then they can all hug it out afterwards.
Exactly. Not every match has to end with "I hate you" now. Saw Thunder Rose and Tony Storm shake hands after,
Yep, yep. No, I hear it. That's what I can envision.
Yep.
One of the defenses be. I don't know, but it has to be his first.
Yeah.
But hopefully, he doesn't get sort of lost in the shuffle. I had talked about Mercedes Martinez earlier last week, sort of just being lost in the shuffle since becoming ROH Women's Champion. I think that was on Tony Khan just to get that belt off of Diana Purrazzo as quickly as possible. But he probably should have just let it run with it just until maybe about this month or something. I don't know. Ain't none of my business. But everyone forgot about that belt.
They did, but they really forgot about all the ROH belts besides Yuta's, right? Because remember, Joe has the TV.
Yeah, but
right?
Yuta sometimes
you don't see Gresham. I think he's been on AEW twice.
He's back.
You know?
He was injured.
Like,
he was injured for a little while. He's
but like you don't hear anything. Really, the only ROH stuff you see is Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, and I don't know who homie is. I don't pay attention, to be honest.
Singh, Platinum Singh, Sanjay Singh. I know, but I'm more excited for.
It's on FTR. Yep.
Yeah, it's on FTR. Exactly. I mean, they're trying. But another banger of a match with another title match. Will Ospreay retains the IWGP US Championship against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, who is now back from injury, putting on a string of performances, just beating Ethan Page on Wednesday.
That match was pretty good.
He's doing his thing, but Orange Cassidy, nonetheless, great performance. Will Ospreay holds it down for New Japan.
Yeah. This match, when I was watching it, I will say this card, can there be too many kickouts in a match? Like, there was so many spots in, like, all the matches where it was like, yo, maybe that should have ended it. Maybe that should have ended it. And everybody just kicking out. The match was fantastic, right? Like, the end. What was that move? Like, Will Ospreay thought he finished it and then was like, Orange Cassidy was like, nah, I'm good. I'm kicking out. And he was like, all right, one more move to finish. It was like the ultimate move Will Ospreay pulls out. I was like, the hell did he even just do?
He had to put him down.
Right. The one thing, though, great match. Glad it was a clean win. I wanted to see maybe a little bit more with Juice Robinson out there, with the title. Maybe gets involved, maybe says something to cause a distraction. I just wanted a little bit more, but him just being there showing off the title, it's like, I still have it. You might be the champion, but it's mine.
Right.
9/10, right?
Champion.
Yeah. Great match nonetheless. Shout out Orange Cassidy. I don't know if he ever becomes a world champion, but if he does become a world champion, the crowd will be behind him.
Yes.
The entire time.
Yep. Whatever he wins in AEW, I doubt it's going to be the world champion. But maybe, you never know.
Hey, you never know, dude. That man.
He's going to get a belt on him, and they're all going to love it. They love him now.
What a great match. Oh,
It was an absolute
they loved him before, but, like, if anybody boos Orange Cassidy, it's like, bro, what is wrong with you, right? Like, this man literally does no wrong. He goes in there, he just, and it hurts like hell to the people, but I love when he gets serious.
Right.
His match with Ethan Page, I think there was one point when, like, he's trying to put his hands in his pockets. That was great.
Didn't let him.
But then there was other times where he was, like, just taking abuse, and it's like, we don't need to do that, Like, you got the spots where they're just like, hit me. Those are cool every once in a while, but we don't need it every match, You don't need to take that type of punishment to go. But I hear it. You got to build the character up in the match, right?
Exactly. He's doing great so far since he came back. I wonder what he's going to do after this in AEW. What's next for him is going to be interesting as hell. Because I don't know, dude. He kind of stick with best friends. Obviously, we saw them come out on Wednesday. Is they're gonna do something trios wise?
Just add them already, bro. There's so many trio teams in AEW.
Because I don't know who is gonna necessarily call him out, because that seems to be everyone's feud with Orange Cassidy. As a heel just calls him out.
Yep.
I just don't know who's next, unless you
Right.
want Chuck Taylor to eat a pin for Andrade and Roosh, maybe.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. There's something,
L'affection.
you know
Yo.
what I mean? Because that
They're
looks
gonna
like
be
it's
my
gonna be
favorite
something
in
to
no
get
time.
started. And if you look at the graphic for the Rampage Royal, whatever the hell's supposed to happen,
Royal Rampage,
yeah,
I
the Royal
believe.
Rampage thing,
Yep.
Roosh is in it. He's very small in the graphic, but you can see him in it. I'm
Yeah.
almost 90% sure he is going to be in it. So I think that's going to be something, but I don't know if that's what Orange Cassidy does next. Sort of the business guy with the casual guy. I don't know
Yeah.
how the dynamics is going to fit, but it's going to be interesting to see what AEW does for him
Have
next.
we had Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy proper feud? Have they fought? I don't think so.
I
I
feel
feel like
like they probably have.
I feel like maybe once, but like a
But
proper
Kingston's
feud.
not done with
Oh my
Jericho yet.
god, that man was like, "How dare you make that person tap out? You see me trying to make Jericho tap
He's
out.
literally not done yet with Jericho,
Yo,
so we shall see. But speaking of Jericho, we saw the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio Castagnoli is
Cesaro,
all
hey, calling him
elite.
that. Oh my goodness.
Claudio is all
Yep.
elite.
I know you were a
Banger
little
of a
upset
match
about
versus Zack
this.
Sabre.
You
Yes,
had it
because
spoiled. Yep.
yes, I did, but
Gotta love that Twitter.
I still also had the vision, and I told you Ty Conti was going to get involved in Blood and Guts, and now it's just going to be the perfect time for if it was Gargano to have Candice LeRae just come down. But nonetheless,
You got Ruby
Ruby
Soho.
Riot, according
Right.
to JR, to
Taz.
Taz.
Yeah.
Anyways, Claudio versus Zack Sabre Jr. Absolute banger. The crowd loved every second of it.
Yep.
Claudio comes out. We were basically ready for that for months at this point, trying to figure out where the hell he was going because it took a long
Yep.
time. And he weighed out his options. But he is not only all elite, but he's Blackpool Combat.
Yeah, man. Him having William Regal, like that was the thing with WWE. Everyone was like, he can't speak, and it's like he can, but like sometimes it doesn't go over well, right? Him being with John Moxley, William Regal,
Yep.
Daniel Bryan, my bad, Bryan Danielson, like he has people there where he can say something, and then somebody, if it doesn't go over well, somebody will be able to pick up off that and just play it to the, like he's in a better situation now than he was then. They tried to get people with Cesaro in WWE. I know when he first debuted, he was with Oksana, I believe.
Yes.
But like
So.
she never got over with the crowd. She wasn't the best on the mic. Like he actually has people who know what they're doing, and he knows what he's doing too. And then him and Eddie Kingston, whenever they start talking to each other on the mic, I cannot wait to hear whatever Eddie Kingston has to say to this man because we've already heard it, right? Like,
All right.
yo, this guy,
Fuck
are you
this guy.
serious right now? Like, we
Fuck this
don't
guy.
need him in black, but like, he hates him. But now he's like kind of cool, but like, how dare you get the win when I'm trying to make Chris Jericho, I love it. Eddie Kingston really does feel like he can do no wrong. Like it can be awkward at times with what he's saying, what he's doing, but then it's like this dude is hilarious. He just wants to kill Chris Jericho, man.
That's it. He literally just wants to kill Chris
Right.
Jericho. That's it.
How dare
I'm
he
telling you, they're
not
not done yet.
respect him?
They're
Oh
not done
no.
yet.
Oh
But
no.
Claudio joining Blackpool Combat Club is going to be amazing, and
Get
I
better
believe
soon, Santana.
yes,
Forgot about that.
we're gonna get on that soon, in a little bit. But I wonder what Zack Sabre Jr. got next because he still
Forgot
wants
about
to
that.
face
Forgot about this match.
Mr. Daniel Bryan. He still wants a piece of Bryan Danielson, man. He's not, he talks his shit a little bit afterwards. He did everything he could in this match, obviously knowing he was most likely losing coming in against either opponent, but especially doing his best to make Claudio look the best as humanly possible, which it's not that hard when that man is literally amazing in the ring and he's built like a god. So, nonetheless, easy
Forbidden
match to
Door
get
2?
behind.
It's gotta be at 2, right?
Maybe it depends.
It has to be. Do you think maybe now, if the match does happen, Sabre Jr. goes over? I
Maybe it's
think
a
he would
whole
be in the
extra
best
year.
interest. Yeah.
Maybe it's a whole year from now. It
Yep.
depends. It definitely depends. It's gonna be an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting one. That one's gonna be an interesting one, especially because Forbidden
Agreed.
Door 2 is, if it's
It's gonna
slated to
happen, bro.
happen,
It's
we're a
gonna
year
happen.
away,
Let's be
and we're
honest.
already prepared for one of the
I
matches,
think
which is gonna be dope nonetheless.
Takahashi, right? He's the one who had the fever.
Yes.
I I think I started following this man because he tweeted like, "I wish I was there," and then after he was like, "All right, I can't wait for Forbidden Door 2," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm with this man."
Yep. Literally. That I cannot wait. And before we talk about there's 2 more matches to go on the Forbidden Door card. Before we talk about Blood and Guts, we got the catalyst for Forbidden Door: Adam Cole, Jay White, Hangman, Okada, in an
Get well
absolute
soon, Adam Cole.
spectacle of a match, absolute banger
Yep.
with a wonky finish, but nonetheless, match overall, fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, it was great as expected. We knew the turn was gonna happen, and it was a good thing. It was like Cole turned on Jay White. That way it was the entire time. If my sister said every time she saw Jay White, he was just shitting on Adam Cole. So for Adam Cole to be the one to turn on Jay White, it's like, yo, I'm not stupid. At least they didn't play him like he's stupid. Like, oh, he's
Right.
my friend. Like he knew. But kudos to, if the reports are true, to Jay White noticing that Adam Cole was done and they needed to get him out of there as quickly as possible. Get better, Adam. We'll miss you. I really wanted you to win that match. I really wanted Cole to win that match, man.
Nope. This just sets up the Jay White versus Okada for a rematch because obviously Okada didn't get pinned, and Okada got an amazing response.
Oh, crowd loved
being
him.
in front of the United States crowd, in the United Center, absolutely amazing. Hangman and Okada obviously leading up the match to start us off, which was amazing. While Switchblade and Adam Cole just kind of sit back and relax. Awesome watching an amazing exchange of just absolutely amazing moves. Everyone got sort of their bits in. Everyone got their spot in. Buckshots, Rainmakers, everything was going. We saw the Switchblade. We literally seen everything thrown. It just had such a sad ending. The way it basically had to be rushed to get up out of there because I think they would have went for at least another 5-6 minutes, and it was getting good because at one point you really didn't know who was gonna win because it was getting so back and forth.
I don't know if it would have continued much further because Cole was about to be hit with Okada's finisher, right? So, and that's why it's so awkward, the ending. He was about to get hit with the Rainmaker, right? And then Jay White comes in, hits his finisher to Okada, and then he just rolls Cole over, and it's like, Cole just fell. What is happening? And then Cole did, try to kick out, it looked like, but it wasn't enough, right? It was just unfortunate circumstances derailed the ending. I do believe that was the ending of the match. It just couldn't go through how they wanted it to.
It wasn't as clean as it was supposed to. I hear it. This show sadly suffered from a few bad botches here and there from refs. Just some injury, playing up. It was rough. It was a little rough here and there.
The ref is getting a "you fucked up" chant. That's tough. That is tough.
Yep. No, I agree. The main event of this match saw Tanahashi versus Moxley.
Yep.
In another botched pinfall, we were just like, this man just smacked Tanahashi.
He did. He smacked Tanahashi.
You were supposed to kick out,
bro.
It was horrible. A wacky blade job that I was not a fan of, to be honest. There was literally no need for it.
No need.
It was awkward, and you didn't see the blade. I'm surprised you didn't see the blade. The blade was just sitting there. It was just horribly done. But nonetheless, Jon Moxley, 2-time AEW world champion, even though it is interim for the time being. But
hey, I don't mean anything. He's gonna beat Punk when Punk comes back. All right.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
because CM Punk hasn't had his run outside of
I
one
don't give a
match.
damn.
So they are not.
Okay, I don't give a damn. I don't. Yeah, no, I do agree though. The match was good. My only gripe with it was them being on the right side of the ring and this man John Moxley just rolling out the left side of the ring, ducking under and blading. If you're gonna do if you want him to bleed, both of them be on the outside. Them doing something that will make it look like, oh my gosh, he got busted open by being thrown into the ring post.
Right.
Like something other than him literally having to scurry from one side of the ring to the other.
Yep.
To bleed. Like if you're gonna do it, let me get a little bit more of a. Oh, that makes sense.
They got to play it up, and
Yeah.
it looked wonky. It is what it is.
Good match.
Yep.
I also did not like the brawl at the end.
What I told you, as soon as it ended, it was 3 straight shows in a row ended with a brawl to hype up Blood and it was literally Kingston and Jericho to hype up Blood and Guts.
They could have shook hands. They have Tanahashi without a mic be like, "You truly are the ace," like good match, go our ways, but they're like, "Jump them right now, jump them." Yeah.
Blood and Guts, man.
Yeah,
Blood and Guts. That's what
I
they
get
wanted.
why. It sucks. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes a little too much is too much.
I hear it. Blood and Guts was on Wednesday.
A little too much.
Wowzers. Wow. I think we both agreed time-wise it was lengthy. To give them basically the entire second hour.
45 minutes.
Ran the poll. Anarchy in the Arena or Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts did win. It was close, and I kind of want to chalk up to recency bias just because that's the freshest thing in our mind. I don't know. I think if everyone just sat and rewatched it, I think it'd go the other way. But nonetheless, Blood and Guts. We started off with Cesaro versus Sammy in a nice warm up. Obviously, the Jericho Appreciation Society won at their Forbidden Door match that we did not talk about. Sorry, people. But nonetheless, they won and got the advantage.
Yep.
And then entered in Daniel Garcia. And everything else just went full balls to the wall. Crazy from there. Jericho whacking everybody with... Kingston whacking everybody with kendo sticks.
He walked. He's just like...
You know what I mean?
There's no effort in the swing at all. And they're like, ah!
There is blood everywhere, and like we said earlier, hopefully Santana gets better soon. He seems to have gotten injured relatively quickly into him getting in there.
That knee looked like it just buckled. Terrible.
It was
awful
horrible.
Thing.
It was horrible. But overall, absolute bloodbath. Blackpool Combat Club wins. Double submission up at the top of the cage, where eventually they were going to get that they were getting up there. Sammy obviously took the godforsaken dive off the top, sold it like God.
At least it didn't look like he went that far, and it was definitely a bunch of tables and a bunch of padding in there.
He sold it so great, just hands off to the side, just free falling straight down. Absolutely amazing. Cool hands, selling that ridiculous super kick from you to just hang in there. Covered in, I thought the man was dead.
Yeah, when they cut to the commercial, I was like, "Are they about to just do a commercial and they're gonna go away from that?" And they're like, "Nah, picture in picture, have the man hanging." I'm like, "All right."
Well, I thought the man was dead. I was like, "How the hell is he gonna get back upright? And is someone gonna get out there and flip him back because he's gonna die with all that blood rushing through?" Wild spots and moments. What are some of your highlights, bro?
I mentioned it multiple times. I just love Eddie Kingston looking at Claudio like, bro, what is wrong with you? This was my win. Couple of lowlights real quick. The reason I didn't like the hour is there was a few times where you look around the ring and you just see people just sitting there like waiting. Like I understand not everyone can do everything at once, like you gotta stagger it, but like there was too many times where I'm like, yo, you're literally watching Claudio get attacked right now by that. What do you help him? You know, and they were just like sitting there like
waiting and watching.
Okay, now go. And I understand it's all worked out. Like we're gonna do this and that, and we'll get there when we get there. Sammy going off the top, fantastic. The bottle with alcohol in what I thought they were gonna set a table on fire. You know, when Kingston brought in the bottle, and then I guess the bottle somehow fell out of the ring, and they're like, yo, we need that back.
Yeah.
I don't even think it got introduced. I don't think they did anything with it.
I think it's because Conti and Jericho managed to spill half of it, if not most of it out.
Pushing it through.
So whatever was planned for it, I don't know what it was. They said it was rubbing alcohol. So my initial reaction was Kingston was just gonna dump it on everybody, fucking bloody cuts.
What a great guy.
And just sting everyone. I wasn't too sure where they were going with it.
He was trying to disinfect them.
But no, they didn't do anything with it. I don't know what was planned for that spot.
Yeah,
a flaming table potentially does make sense.
I really do think it was that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Set a table on fire. They go to put Jericho through it, but Kingston ends up taking it. You know, like he just does everything in his power to take out Jericho. And he goes through the burning table.
Never know. That plus the Santana injury had definitely changed around whatever they were planning on doing. Because I don't know. I totally forgot about the rubbing alcohol. I did because it was just...
They didn't do anything with it. Yeah.
They didn't do anything after they brought it in. So I totally forgot about that. Like I mentioned earlier, Ty Conti trying to get involved. That was a no-brainer. I kind of wanted her to get in, though, just to see...
Get kicked in the face. It's okay. You could say that's what you wanted to see. You wanted to see her eat a super kick. In the face.
Yes, absolutely.
Yuta, you know...
That would be amazing.
That might be the next feud for Sammy. Sammy and Yuta. Those matches
I don't know. Daniel Garcia and Willa Yuta smacking the shit out of each other as the middle
triple threat
was absolutely amazing. I would absolutely love that triple threat with eventual blow up of Sammy and Daniel Garcia beating the shit out of each other because they can't be on the same page.
Who does Jericho side with?
That's what I mean. It would start because I don't think Sammy needs to be in that group, and if he decided to keep him, that could be the way Daniel Garcia jump ship and heads to Blackpool Combat Club like originally was pitched.
Imagine.
But he also did want to preferably be with Jericho. So maybe not. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. Blood and Guts was absolute mayhem.
Oh, yes.
And I might just watch it again just to watch it back again, truthfully. It was amazing. I honestly found it entertaining as hell, but Anarchy in the Arena was just a little bit better, in my opinion.
I hear it.
Just in my opinion. But nonetheless, that does it for AEW. We got WWE and Money in the Bank in Las Vegas.
I'm going to head out now. I don't want to talk.
On the come up, we have a very interesting card. Some things obviously been moved around due to the Sasha Banks Naomi incident. So that's where we're going to start. The women's matches, Bianca Belair versus Carmella, which also had to get pivoted off of because Rhea Ripley has sustained some sort of a concussion, brain injury. Another person, hopefully you get well soon. But this is kind of something that I guess we could have seen coming. Carmella not being in a tag team anymore. It was only a matter of time before they decided to push her for one of the belts.
Feed her to Bianca.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we're in agreement that this is going to be Bianca, and I ain't going to lie, I don't think it's even going to look that great. I'm not expecting anything from this match.
It might be, I'll say it'll be a solid match. It'll be solid. It won't be like, oh my God, that was amazing, but it won't be also like, the hell did I just watch that for? You know, it'll be solid.
I think that's going to be my reaction. Why the hell did I watch that?
Just go to the bathroom during that time, man.
Maybe. I just might.
Who's talking to you?
Nope.
Who is talking to you?
That was... I don't know. Don't know what that was. Anyways, Ronda Rousey versus Natalya.
Do not care.
Another inch. So that's your version of you don't...
I do not care about this
women's matches have not been done justice for this year's Money in the Bank, as we can clearly see. The women's matches have been... the title matches.
I hope Natty wins. That's all I can say is I hope Natty wins. I know she's not going to, but I hope she wins.
This is going to set up the Ronda versus Shayna match for SummerSlam, most likely.
I hope Shayna wins. Whoever
No,
faces Ronda, I hope she loses.
no,
Sorry.
no, no. It's not
Why
gonna
not?
happen. She's gonna hold the belt to like the Rumble,
Guess I'm not watching
maybe even
SmackDown till the
Mania.
Rumble.
Yeah, bro. Too
Yeah,
bad.
like I know we sit here and we'll talk about this, and I'm very like, no,
But
I
Ronda
don't.
Rousey,
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. If
you
you
don't
like
like
Ronda
Ronda.
Rousey, I'm happy for you that you can get enjoyment out of this, but I get no enjoyment out of watching Ronda Rousey matches. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Oh boy, poor Ronda, poor
Except
Ronda.
for her WrestleMania. Like her matches with Charlotte, those two were okay. They actually, every other match, do not care.
I hear it. It be like that for poor Ronda Rousey. We'll see. She's trying her best.
Is
I
she?
think she's. I don't know.
I
The
hope
the
so.
best stuff she's done since the Charlotte shit was last Friday with Natty, the whole imitation stroller thing. That was rather entertaining, but it's all Ronda Rousey. It's Ronda Rousey.
Nah, she's definitely winning, but I hope not. If she
Another.
wins, I hope she gets cashed in on.
She won't get cashed. She won't get cashed. Save that one. Another title match, we got Austin Theory, the cocky, arrogant son of a bitch that he is, versus Bobby Lashley, which
Yep.
they haven't done anything to lead up to this match as of last week. It was sort of Cena's Monday, so fuck a pose off. We all know that was horrible. The pose off didn't make no damn sense, and that was bad. But I still stand by the fact that he's gonna win this match and retain his title.
Theory?
And yes, Bobby, I don't know what the hell Bobby Lashley's gonna do now. He's just
I
out here
think he's
helping.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's out here just helping talent
He's
get
an
over.
enhancement talent.
I
Oh
guess
my
right now, I don't know
goodness.
what they're gonna do for him. Do you really put the belt back on him and just be like, "Hey, you went from world champion 6 months ago, 7 months ago, to U.S. champion"? What a demotion!
I think they do. Is
What a
it though? Is it
demotion!
though? Because they don't have a world title ever appearing on Raw. So why not put the title on Bobby Lashley and be like, "Yo, I'm the face of Raw
Because
since
that's not
the
the one he
tribal
wanted.
chief."
He
It's
grabbed the
not, but guess
WWE
what?
Championship out
Boo
of the
hoo.
crowd. He didn't
Boo
look for
hoo.
the U.S. title. So
Boo
is that the
hoo.
title that you wanted him to go after this whole time?
The
No.
United States title?
We know
Nah.
that's not what they
But
wanted.
at the same time, yes, the argument for Theory versus Cena at SummerSlam for the
Now that
U.S.
might not be
title,
happening.
it might not be, but we'll go off of it is happening. Theory holding the title, defeating John Cena, big boost, right? But if he loses the title to Bobby, the United States title then can be Bobby versus whoever, and Bobby versus Ciampa, Bobby versus Ali. Like somebody you wouldn't expect, maybe somebody that they want to put over, but they don't want Theory to lose to yet. You take the title off of Theory, and then Cena just responds with, "How can you be the greatest United States champion if you can only defend it one time?" Pretty much, right? Like they can have the match without the United States title being involved, and the United States title, even though I know they never do anything with their titles, they can then go on and have Bobby face someone else. So Theory isn't holding a title while also feuding with Cena. I hear it. Yeah, I mean, like I hear. Yeah, I hear it both ways too. It's just
This
if
one's
they
an
put that
interesting
title on
one.
Bobby, bro, it's open challenge is back because I'm a babyface, and it's lame.
Horrible.
It's
That's
lame.
horrible.
It's been lame since Cena stopped doing
Yep. Sadly.
it. That's
But,
terrible. That was
more
like
title
7 years
matches.
ago.
More title matches. We got the Usos versus the Street Profits in a
Usos won.
something with a match stipulation that I don't know what it's gonna be. I guess we'll wait and see. I think
The
this
solo
has
cup on a pole match.
just. I don't think it'll be a ladder match. Maybe a no disqualification, or some sort of a street fight type thing.
Street
'Cause I see
Profits.
Sammy getting involved in this somehow,
You
somewhere.
think
Yeah.
Sammy gets involved? So are you set? Yo, okay, hold on. With you using that line of reasoning, Sammy helps the Usos.
Yes.
Do the Usos help Sammy?
No.
Oh, you're a terrible human being.
No, I will.
Terrible.
We'll get to the men's Money in the Bank in a
Yeah.
minute, but no, I think Sammy's gonna help get in the way because I don't think the Street Profits are meant to dethrone the
They're
Usos
not.
right now. I think the story for Sammy and Kevin Owens is there. I think it would be an amazing story.
So great.
Leading into SummerSlam, you can pitch how Sammy helped them at Money in the Bank, and all they done is trash him and couldn't help him out in the Money in the Bank match, and no one believes in him,
and no one believes Kevin Owens.
And no one believes Kevin
Oh
Owens.
my
So
goodness, they're
they
both
just
kooks, bro.
they band together and go dethrone the Usos at SummerSlam. But I think this is a way that you can also keep that storyline going while helping the Street Profits not lose clean, they obviously lose under dirty tricks and so on, because I think at
Keep
some
them
point
strong.
they will be the champions. I just don't know when, because
this is the problem with unifying
it's about
the titles.
Time. It is. That is exactly the problem with unifying any championship
I
ever.
have no reasonable doubt that the Usos are going to lose this match. Whether they win by cheating with Sammy or just beating them clean. Right. I really just do not believe the Usos are losing these titles at all. And it's a shame because the Street Profits used to be so over.
I still think they are.
They are, but it's to the point where it's like
they're fading.
We don't care about you.
They're fading.
And that's just what it feels like. The company says we don't care about. They were RK Bro were the champs.
Yep.
They were face against them, and then it looked like they were turning heel, and then they were face again, and then it looked like they were turning
weird
heel,
flux right now.
and then Randy got hurt, and they're like, even though we hated you 2 weeks ago, Riddle, we'll help you out,
Yep. They're trying to figure it out.
So tough. Remember when they were news anchors? What happened to the Street Profits, man?
It's been tough, bro. It's been tough. I don't know. It's raining solo cups now, so we'll see.
I like that though.
No
pyro, no,
solo
it's
cup.
like how the Young Bucks had the confetti.
Just
the solo cups are great.
It's gonna be awesome, but nonetheless, we have Money in the Bank matches left to talk about. We shall start with the women's, and it is pretty loaded with quite a bit of storyline.
I called it last Friday. Becky Lynch in the match, and she's winning. She's winning. She's winning.
Anyways, that's your winner. I stand by. I don't think she's winning. There's a lot of storyline in here. Obviously, Becky, Asuka is the primary.
Becky, Liv
is the primary. Then we have Liv and Alexa Bliss sort of blooming into maybe a friendly rivalry, friendly competition. Are we getting
tag team champions?
Are we getting the women's version of the bar? Are we getting the women's version of the bar? We're going to wrestle each other a couple times. You're good. I'm good.
Right.
Then we're just going to team them up together. We shall see. Obviously, and then there's the Raquel and Shotzi storyline that continues from SmackDown, locking each other in the locker room and all that fun shenaniganery. And then Lacey Evans, who...
Not winning.
Was the first. I don't know. This is one. All right, so go ahead on why Becky's winning, and don't tell me it's because she's the cover of it.
Easily then. I thought you were gonna say something else. It's because she's the best. Are you kidding me, bro? Hey, that scene where she's crying and Raw goes off the air, and then the next week it's like, we're gonna have one more match, even though I know we have more other females that we can maybe put in this match. We're going to take everyone who's been a loser, and whoever wins can go in. Bigger name, Liv easily could see her win. She can have her WrestleMania moment, it would make a lot of sense. Are you still on the Shotzi? Do you still believe Shotzi's winning?
I feel like there's a chance that she is gonna win, but I don't know. Honestly, anyone here could win, because it also wouldn't surprise me if Lacey Evans just came back and won.
Ugh.
She was she was set for a push coming up at some point anyways. It really wouldn't surprise me.
Shotzi, if she's probably the dark horse in this entire. She's probably the lowest.
I would love it if she won. She's been on a roll lately.
Yeah,
TV wise and character wise.
random. be
It
so
would be.
random if she won too, and the shock factor of Shotzi winning, because it looked like they were going to do something with her when Charlotte was still champion, and then disappeared. Raquel, she just got here, right? She just got here, and she's probably easier to build
Yep.
up and get into the
Exactly why.
championship
Yep.
than the like if she wins, cool. don't expect that, but cool. Asuka, I would love for Asuka to win. She's won it before though. I don't know if they'd want to go that route. If they do though, she's not a bad person to have come over and beat Ronda. I told you I would love for her to cash in on Ronda. Alexa just came back. Don't know really what her goal for coming back is. Like obviously it's a championship.
It's gonna be tag titles.
But is putting money in the bank on her the right move? It feels a little too soon. Maybe not the right time for her to be money in the bank again. Right? Again, right?
Yep.
Okay. Who else is in this match? I don't know.
That's
Oh,
it. You
Lacey.
got all 7.
Lacey.
Well, yeah, and Lacey Evans.
She came back trying to get sympathy. Then moved her to Raw, turned her heel.
I don't know.
Moved her back
I
to
don't fucking
SmackDown
know.
trying to get more sympathy, I think. They started playing the video packages again.
Yep. She had like 2 more after she came
And
back.
then I think she attacked Raquel, right? Like, she attacked somebody, right? No, maybe,
No, she was
maybe
in the
not.
I think she was in the 2-on-1 handicap with Raquel.
Her character is just
Botched
too
right now.
over the place for
They
me to
botched
think
her
she's
character
winning
right
it.
now.
So Becky Lynch just makes the most sense because winner of the males is going to be Seth Rollins, and you got the power couple in WWE as both Mrs. and Mr. Money in the Bank.
I don't know. I still feel like any one of these women can do it. I think
for sure.
Asuka and Becky are slated for a SummerSlam match. I think Liv and Alexa are slated for tag team division, which literally leaves Raquel, Lacey,
let's have that
and
conversation, right? Are they even going to bring the titles back?
I think they will. And they're only going to bring them back to put them on them because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
That's it.
I get everybody wants it, but
that's it.
I can't wait for them to bring back 2 titles that they're not going to use at all. That's it. IC title, got to Gunther. Maybe they'll do something. US title, we've seen it with Theory, doing a little something,
We'll see.
Bianca, her opponent keeps getting
banged up and injured.
Right.
And then shit keeps happening.
Roman, he's last man standing with Brock, just
until next month or later this month. Yeah.
It really doesn't feel like WWE does a proper job displaying their champions besides the Usos. Besides the Usos, bro.
We'll see. The NXT titles have been okay for the last few years.
I don't count them. Okay. NXT
is its own entity.
It's its own thing because even WWE doesn't count it as one of their things. They might be like, oh, it's the black and gold brand. That's not the black and gold brand anymore, right? It's 2.0, and they just, come up, Pete Dunne, and you're Butch now, and
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
And you're, I think, aligning with Miz. Come up and do nothing, even though,
Gunther was the best.
You're great. We think you're great, but,
Gunther was the best call-up this year so far. Well, him and Raquel have been 2 good call-ups so far. Wrap up the show. We got the men's Money in the Bank. Seth, Sammy, Drew, Sheamus, Omos, and Riddle won the last chance battle royal that they hosted on a Monday with 1 remaining
all the losers
spot.
Again.
Yes, all the losers. There is still 1 remaining spot. We saw the return of John Cena, seeing John Cena's name floated around. We've seen the video of Cody Rhodes talking about 9 months. That's what they said.
That man's about to come back tomorrow, bro. The way he was talking.
Thoughts on who the 7th person could be? Who Mystery Man could be? And I'll throw out a name for you.
Vince McMahon.
No,
fuck your feelings.
No.
And honestly,
God, no. If Vince McMahon
when they do a mystery person like this, bro, it could. Nobody comes to my head where I'm like, yes, him. Like, First person I actually thought, Brock. I really I could see them doing it where he gets his last man standing, but he's also Money in the Bank, and Goldberg, they could go Goldberg if they want. Nah, I truthfully no clue. I truthfully have zero idea, and every person I think of, it's not good, and I don't want to see it. So, who do you think? And then maybe you convince me otherwise. It's going to be good.
To the moon, baby.
I'd love that. I would love it if Cameron Grimes was in,
To
but
the moon. Why not? I
why
believe
not?
he is. I believe he is done in NXT. I think his call up is inevitable, especially with the turn his character is taking right now. Why not? He just comes in and claims this last spot. It's a random person.
I sold all my stock for this spot.
Either that or we go Damian Sandow and Elrod, and you just go absolutely crazy on the pay-per-view because we were supposed to have Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel as the last one. Didn't happen. There's reports Kevin Owens is injured. He says he didn't go because it was in Texas, which adds to the story of from WrestleMania weekend and in the build, which is hilarious. Kudos to him and staying in character on Twitter. But if not, throw an NXT guy on there. I think it'd be exciting and it'd be totally different. Or you bring out, I know you probably wouldn't want Carmelo Hayes in there because he got a match.
His name just came to my mind too. Carmelo Hayes
because he's gonna have a match on Tuesday. But why not have the North American champion show up and say I want a Money in the Bank shot? Like I think an NXT call up would be prime right now.
The one thing with Cameron Grimes though is that Money in the Bank is tomorrow. Yes,
I think it's Sunday, but yes, it's Sunday the 3rd.
Is it? I thought that thing said Saturday.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's the 3rd.
His match with Braun. It's going to be after. That's the only thing where I'm like,
I know
it's not going to be him simply because
that's why I don't think it's going to be any premier NXT talent.
Tony D'Angelo, The Don, Grayson Waller,
No, Grayson Waller is also wrestling.
Sokoa? You bring in Sokoa? You bring in Solo and Sami Zayn in there?
And Sammy just kind of like, we got this Oos, and he's just like,
right. He's like, I'm not an Oos. Get out of here. Yeah.
And then you make Sammy go crazy.
Right.
Oh my God. I don't know.
I'm for an NXT call-up, though.
I think this could be somewhere we haven't seen. A Duke Hudson has been sort of not doing absolutely nothing. Tony D's family sort of falling apart. I don't know what's happening.
They murdered him. They murdered him, bro. They said he's swimming with the fishes.
Oh, NXT is in a league of its own right now.
Call the police.
That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit.
Is.
But I mean, I don't know. I would absolutely love an NXT call up there. Maybe Wes Lee to add some excitement in there.
That'd be cool.
You just do something because I don't think we're not seeing Carmelo. We're not seeing Grayson Waller, who finessed his way into a NXT North American title match, which was fucking hilarious. Just signing autographs. Yep. Genius nonetheless. But it's not going to be any of the big name guys. It's going to have to be one of these other guys that have been off TV for a little while.
I just thought of it, bro. Vince McMahon loves Von Wagner. He's going to bring him up. He's been on SmackDown before. He's literally, I don't know what he's doing in NXT.
Well, he's done
no
with the Country Boys, I think. I don't know.
They're NXT UK champs. Crazy, bro. Crazy.
I don't know. I don't know.
That 7th spot up for grabs. Whoever wants it, I guess.
As long as we don't get a qualifier for tonight, which I don't know. We shall see. But
the last chance Royal Rumble.
The last chance Royal Rumble to get in. We'll see. We are about an hour away from SmackDown to see exactly what is going to happen, but that is going to do it.
No, who do you have winning?
Bro, it's Seth Rollins, and there's no reason that if it's anyone else, it's like I mentioned literally months ago, it should be Sammy. That's literally it.
Agreed.
Drew's already in line for his title match. I don't think he's going to need to win it. And then if you're just going to have him lose to then need to win on a cash-in, I don't think that's the way you want to build him as You know what I mean? Sheamus,
Been there,
maybe,
done that.
but exactly how much more, and that's
Yep.
supposed to build to his group. I don't know what they're
Right.
doing. Big E's injury has obviously derailed the Brawling Brutes quite a bit, so I don't see that. Omos, I don't think is winning, although he's going to
All he has
power.
to do is step on the ladder and he can reach for it.
He's gonna take a big massive bump that's gonna take him out of the
He's
that
going through a couple
running,
ladders.
and maybe or a table or something. Riddle, the story is there for
Ooh,
Riddle, but
yes. Hear me out. Hear me out, Riddle. He wins, and at the last man standing, he cashes in and pins Brock. He's wanted the Brock Lesnar match for a grip, bro.
and then what are you gonna do? A triple threat with the three of them and have him
Why
get
not?
destroyed?
And then
He's
you
gonna
have
get
Riddle
decimated.
beat both of them.
He can't
Nah.
beat it. It's just God damn.
Yeah.
And then you gotta, it's a lot. He's been on a losing streak. He lost to Omos in the first place. He just got in on this last chance. The story's there with Roman and the Usos. It's been there, but
Yep.
I don't think I don't think this is your year. Seth just makes the world. It just makes so much sense. And then if Cody's gonna come back and win the Rumble, it just makes even more sense to officially end that story at the same place it started. Saturday main event, night 1 of WrestleMania. Cashed in. Seth Rollins won WWE title and
the
Royal Rumble winning Cody Rhodes, and you just end it where it started. Saturday, WrestleMania, night 1. The perfect goes full
not
circle.
bad.
It
not
goes
bad.
Full circle that
he
way.
Cashes in at SummerSlam though.
You could.
I think it makes the most sense for it because he was even telling Cena like, when I cash in, it's memorable.
And you
like,
do it
no
on the
one
same.
remembers.
You do it. You run it back
Same
from 31.
2 people too. That just makes too much sense.
You
to
run
me.
it back at SummerSlam.
Yeah. My question though is
when
if
they're
he
both
cashes
down.
in,
They're both down. You don't do it
when,
after the match.
When he cashes in, and it's a last man standing. If he cashes in, does it turn into a regular? Can he pin? But Roman can't pin Brock. Like they can only win by a last man standing. And Seth is like, yeah, but I can just pin either one of you for 3 seconds, Or does Seth got to have both of them down?
That's a good question.
Very good question.
That's a good question. You could, you can have the moment that last man standing. Heyman comes in and costs Brock. Brock, gets pissed off at the end, gives Roman an F5, leaves him laying there. He's walking up the tunnel.
Stop.
Music hits.
Brock is not walking away like this man is not hitting just one F5 after getting screwed over.
You never
one F5
just destroying
away.
Roman. If they do it at SummerSlam, it's gonna have full story.
The
but
crowd will go crazy.
It would.
But that's gonna do it for us.
It is. Let the folks know what they gotta do, Mamba man.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, notifications on. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Peace.
Stay tuned on Wednesday. We're gonna have some more,
free agency.
wild shit. Like I said, maybe
go
Rudy. Team. Rudy Gobert traded to Minnesota, linking up with Karl Anthony Towns. All that and more next week, Wednesday. Be here, 6 p.m. Don't be a loser. Tune in.